you did at least 4 shows this year, and you finally got your qualification in Chicago. Sit your young behind down. There's no, you don't need to prove anything because last time she competed at Chicago, Tampa, she was in the top 5.
Uh-huh.
And then, like I said, depending who else is coming here, maybe she might get top 3 or maybe be behind Zama.
I was curious about Paula. I wondered if she was doing that because she'd already signed the Tampa contract. Possibly somebody had mentioned that, and I think that's a possibility. But I think focusing on the Olympia would be good for her because it's her first Olympia. But I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Nicole.
No, that's okay. That's one of like 4 shows a year. That means you're in prep all year.
Yeah, that's tough on your body, and she's young, but still, I mean, that's tough, you know.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. At 25, what were you like? Both of us are in our 50s, and that's 25. It's half the century. What were y'all doing at 25? If you can remember.
I was in college.
25, nothing. Nothing. I had a job, but nothing athletic. I wasn't competing in anything. I was going to the gym. I was going to the gym. I always went to the gym, but
I had a part-time job at night, and then didn't do nothing today. But sometimes, like on the Friday, my mom would like go to yard sales. I ride with her, so that's about it. I had nothing else to do. I didn't get my first real job till I was about 26, 27. But yeah, at 25, I think the thing is she's young and she's hungry. She wants to prove something. But I know they said the contracts because recently my dear friend Mr. Big Keith Williams. Shout out to my big brother. He's doing well. He just had surgery to move his gallbladder last week, but he's still trying to recover. We want to give him a shout out to him. I would love to have him on, but I know I'll let him ease up a little bit, and then he'll come back on when he's ready. But I think what I was talking to Tina, because you have American clearance, you can get out of the show. But if you drop out with no specific reason medically, you have to pay a fine. I think it's like $1,500.
Oh wow!
That's something like that. Yeah, and they're kind of legally bound to it unless something serious comes up. Yeah.
So I understand her point why she got to compete, even though she got a qualification in Chicago. You might as well. But here we go. We have here a shout to my man, Damon J coming to. What's up, G? I'm going to tell you right on the cuff that Lavinia Barros and Rena, how you say her name?
Oh, Rania Temiscan.
Oh, Rania Temiscan. Okay, thank you, brother. Daly will be at this year's Tampa Bay show in women's bodybuilding category. I already know that. David told me about Rania, and I already know about Lavinia because she already posted that.
Also, Hunter Henderson too. I think those will be top 3 probably. I think at Tampa for women's bodybuilding.
Yeah. Here we have it. Also, they said Zama is effing beast. God damn. I mean, he says Zama is the Brazilian boulder. Yeah, she got boulder shoulders.
That would be good for a wrestling name, huh?
Yeah. Also, Zama will stay in WPD. I believe so. Yeah. And also, he says Paula Ranta actually doing any more shows. Well, I just confirmed that she's going to do Tampa. She already dropped. I think after that, I think she's done. If she does anything else, you're just going to really waste your time and your energy. Well, folks, we'll jump into, the promoter is Tim Gardner, and I'm a fan of the guy. He's really one of the few promoters that still give women's bodybuilding a chance compared to others. He has in Chicago, he has at Tampa, none of his other shows. He has more other shows, but all you need is people who want to step up and promote. Here's a lady here, and I think this is gonna be her pro debut. Her name is Jeannie Staley, if I got her name right, and I think she's gonna be doing her pro debut in figure. So, folks, I'm gonna pull up her video where she's announcing her pro debut here at Tampa.
Tuesday, I have a big announcement to make. You ready? I will be making my pro debut this week at the Tampa Pro. So excited. My feedback from the head judge was just to jump right in and do my pro debut. So that's what we're doing. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Happy
Well,
Tuesday. I have a big
congratulations.
announcement to
Well,
make.
congratulations to
You
her.
ready?
You know,
Yeah,
this
she
is
looks
a
good.
big, yeah, this big opportunity. I believe she got her pro card at the Teen Collegiate, which was week for last. No, yeah, I think it was week for last.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know, and
Think
it's
so.
bikini, as I said, impressive physique. I mean, you know, how the bikini girls now are evolving. It's just, you know, for these ladies, I mean, the muscle development they get is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, almost at the level of maybe early physique to maybe early figure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at calves.
Yeah,
Yeah, she does
but
look good. She's
Yeah.
pretty.
yeah,
Yeah.
but as we said again, most definitely, as my man David just mentioned, Hunter is coming back. We have not seen Hunter
Yeah.
since the Olympia. Hunter Henson is, you know, her and Lavinia are probably going to be one of the youngest competitors next
Mhm.
to Paula. They're just in, I think they're not even 30 yet. I don't think.
Yeah. Hunter's great. She's a, power lifter background and she's got a great physique.
hmm
Wow.
Here's, yeah, here's her looking from the back. As you know, she was working with Christina Mendoza as one of her opposing coaches. And that was the
Uh-huh.
question. We were wondering, what's Christina going to do this show? Because, you know, she did it last year and got her Olympic qualification. But I'm hearing she might be doing Atlanta.
That's what I've heard too, but I haven't heard yay or nay for Tampa yet. So I'm not sure about Christina. She I thought she would defend her title here, but I don't know, maybe she didn't. Chicago, she needed more conditioning and maybe she didn't feel ready for Tampa. I don't know.
Yeah. And you know, last year Atlanta was before Tampa and before Chicago, but now it's maybe about at least about 2 or 3 weeks from the last time she competed Chicago. So that gives her
Mhm.
enough time, at least a good about 3 weeks to get enough time to bring in conditioning and really, you know, look the best. Because you know, this year's, last year's champion who's done both his shows, Tampa and Atlanta, Michaela Aycock is not competing. I think
Yeah.
she has officially made her retirement.
Mhm.
Who else isn't back? And I'm sad to Sherry Priami, but I know she had some health issues. But I'm hoping that she can come back next year, maybe. So we'll see.
Yeah, I know Davey's a fan of Sherry. You know, she's been a guest on my channel a couple of times. I think she might take the time off because you know I think she remembers she said in an interview because she had some medical issues after she did the Olympia, and
Mhm.
she was really struggling, but it
Hmm.
gives her time to maybe recover. I mean, if you know, Sherry recently just turned 50 this year,
Wow.
Hmm.
and still holding her own. You know, amazing
Yeah.
physique, amazing lady. Hope she
Hmm.
does come back. I think she might do a show like Tampa or maybe a show like Atlanta, which gives her time to really recover. Here is, you know, Lavinia Barros, you know, who's also like Hunter, still in her, you know, early
Oh,
late
look at
20s.
the old school pictures of her. Wow, I
Yeah,
haven't seen those old school ones. Yeah,
yeah.
she's really
She's
grown.
Wow.
yeah, he's really growing. This was around time when I think she just got a pro card, and you know, it's really her body is just. I think this is
Yeah.
from I think when she did the I think it was either the Olympia last year or was that from the Rising Phoenix? I'm trying to remember which one. I remember the yellow suit.
Not sure. Yeah, she
Yeah,
looks great.
yeah. And this is from when she was at the Romania Muscle Fest, and this is some videos from when she was at the Olympia. And
Wow.
her
That's my
physique,
favorite. That's my favorite pose. Even though I'm figure, that back double bicep is my favorite pose, like of all time. I love that pose.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I do too.
It's a great pose, especially you have a great back and your condition is just crazy. You know, Lavinia just recently she had made some comments about something that Iris Kyle mentioned. Is you know she's in Vegas most of the time. She works and trains with Amanda Machado, and you know
Hmm.
Amanda she's Olympia qualified, and also Amanda has a client that's going to be there. You know, and I think my man David he's very excited about this lady.
Yeah.
You know This is one of his all-time favorites. She's somewhere here. I think she should be here. I know she hangs with Amanda a lot, and that
I
is
know
let
she's
me
on there
see.
somewhere.
Yeah, she's on. She's probably way, but we did mention it's Renya. Renya.
Yeah,
This is gonna be her uh pro debut,
yeah,
and
she's amazing. She's really
and
great. She's doing
and
women's bodybuilding for pro debut. She could have done physique if she wanted to, but she's
Watch.
choosing bodybuilding, and she's coached by her husband, which is kind of cool too.
Mhm.
yeah, I think women's body fits her better, her physique, because if you don't have that very small, slender waist, they generally
Mhm.
would prefer you to go up to women's bodybuilding if you're much more larger. And she was a
Mhm.
wellness competitor before she did switched over.
Yeah, I love her. She's got a great look. I interviewed her recently, and she's really awesome.
Yeah, I think because she just did the U.S. Championships. We have
Uh,
one lady, two ladies are here. Hannah, she won her pro card. There's also a lady that especially interviewed Julia Webler. She won in her class, but because she was the only one person lightweight, she did not get a pro card. And I hope she go ahead and petition for a pro card. If not, there's at least Masters USA's coming up,
Mhm.
or also there's gonna be what else? Or she can try Olympia and try to get Olympia amateurs, which each other one, or North Americans. But I think she might not have too much. Like she's been to North Americans quite a few times. She might maybe change her mind, maybe go a different direction. But like I said, I can see possibly Rinya maybe cracking the top three.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. She's got a great look already, and
Mhm.
she already looked like a pro before she became pro.
Yeah, she did. I'm surprised she just turned pro. She looks like she's been pro for a long time.
I know. Yeah, she got a great physique. Yeah,
I
and
think one
she's really
thing
sweet too.
Yeah, I think one thing is to bring up a condition a little bit. I don't know. She
Yeah,
maybe I know this is a test, so she want to test. I would say maybe wait till Atlanta and see how you do. That at least gives you at least about another 2 or 3 weeks to really bring up your condition a little more and see how you fare. Because you like I said with Hunter and Lavinia in the mix, it might be really tough. She might, like I said, she might crack top three, top 5.
I think so. Yeah.
Mhm. Anyway, as you know, my man, he is a fan of this lady. I'm going to pull her up, and that is the lovely Mrs. Susan Graham. If I can get her here,
Oh,
might be
SUSAN.
okay. Thank you. SUSAN. I and she should be. Wait a minute. Maybe. I think there she is. Yes, there she is.
Yeah,
And
that's her there. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know she's already qualified for the Masters Olympian. That's going to be the week after Tampa. Just saw my man's interview with Donna Jones is going there. She said she's going to go there this week, the first. So because that's a good 14-hour flight they say from the States to Japan.
Yeah, Susan's doing both. She's doing Tampa and Tokyo, so she's going to have to do a quick turnaround time and fly out to Tokyo, including like a stop in Vegas to go back home too. So yeah, she's got a really busy schedule for sure.
Yeah, that's like I think that's kind of cutting it close because
I know, yeah. I guess she and her coach felt, she's working with Dom and Amanda, and I think they felt that they could work it out in terms of, she just started working with them recently, and just felt that was a good combination of shows for her. And she, like you said, she was already Masters Olympia qualified anyway. So yeah, she's made some good improvements um, this year. I think working with Dom and Amanda. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for
yeah. Here's just a little video she posted on her social media a while back. I think it's the guy who's working with her massages. Let's wish
her.
with you, David.
Uh-huh.
uh,
Yeah.
ask Nicole, is massages very important for recovery as a bodybuilder?
Oh yes, I actually had a massage last Thursday, and it was by accident because I go to see my chiro and my foot doctor like once a month. Actually, no, my chiro every 2 weeks, especially now that I'm in prep. So I came a little late, and they were like, do you want to just get a massage? You haven't had one in a while." And I was just like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." Half an hour. Oh my god! When I tell you, I felt like a new woman after that massage. I needed it. I really needed it. So massages, they really do help. They help relax the muscles, and then like it's kind of, you go in there, you get a massage, you just fall asleep, and when you wake up, you just feel it feels amazing. So I think
Yeah.
massages are very important for just for physical and mental recovery.
I've been
Yeah.
told too that the massages for bodybuilders can help kind of bring out the conditioning, which is kind of cool too. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
that's
but
good
I'm
to
excited for Susan. She's 45. She looks great for 45, I think, and
Yeah.
she's definitely made some improvements for this year. So I do think she could win it. I think it kind of depends on the judges whether they want a more classic look or more extreme like Zama, because Zama is pretty amazing. I know FBBC guys are expecting her to win in Tampa, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think she won last year, and she, didn't turn around. She did Texas, and and she knows she was, back in 2023, she was in the top three for
Hmm.
the Olympia for women's physique, which got a, where she just, and then she had to, no, it was a 2020, 2023, and then when she lost her place in 2020, no, I think she lost in 2024 because I think she was
Yeah.
in top three. And then, now she's wanting to, you know, repeat the same thing. I would say there's, I would say, I would say skip Tampa and just do Texas. You got to think about
Hmm.
it. Texas has a big payday,
Hmm.
fifteen
Yeah.
thousand dollars for first place.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
And I think I know at Chicago they dropped the prize money was a little bit lower compared to last year, and I don't
Hmm.
know because there was that big debate about the prize money. The Tampa when the year that Chelsea won, I remember Margie Martin was talking about how it was when she won it was like $5,000, and then Chelsea she got $3,000. So I would say save your energy and do the bigger show with the bigger payday.
I kind of figured Zama maybe wanted to defend her Tampa title too, but I could see that, and prove her that she could win Tampa again. So that's why I figured maybe she did it that way. She's from Brazil and lives there. So I think sometimes these ladies like Paula will schedule, a time to come to US and do 2 or 3 shows, knock them out. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of figured that's why Zama is doing Tampa too.
hmm We have just a comments from my man. Shout out to my man. David J he says if Paula is qualified, she needs to wait till the Olympia. Enough said. Well, the thing is, like I said, she's already signed a contract. My man David said he's not sure to do it. What the hell is Paula Ranta doing Tampa Pro? That's why I said again, she signed a contract. When she
Mhm.
signed a contract, baby, you gotta follow through. It's just how it is. That's how things work. He says this again. He says Paula is already qualified for the Olympia. Why do the following show after she won the Chicago? Just a potential take another girl's spot. Well, she may not take another spot. And like I said again, she signed a contract. Also, he's stuck on Paul. He says Paul is getting to the end of getting fatigued, and her body will wear out from doing 5 shows, and she will end up losing momentum at the Olympia stage at the risk of placing very low. Here's the thing: is she's 25 years old.
Mhm.
And at 25, I remember I can run all day, run all night. Now, if she wants to do this and burn herself out, cool. It's not if she's cool and she can do it at 25, she can do it. I think, like I said again, she has that contract. She can't get out of it. She has to pay. If she has to pay a fine, and it's more expensive to pay that fine than just go ahead and do the show. Um, I think that's a smart thing. Just go ahead after the show, shut it down. The show coming up in Germany. As you know, I saw Esther Ryder mentioned she's going to be doing a show in Germany. And
Mhm.
I hope she doesn't do that show. Shut it down, chill out, rest. Because you know what? The big show is something coming up. As you know, you have people like Zama Benta being there. You have, you got Natalia Cuejo, you got Sarah Vilgas, and quite a few other ladies. My man girl Susan, who's going to be there. Have not heard anything from Brooke Walker of late.
Mm.
You
She
know,
looks good, actually. She looks like she could compete from
yeah,
the pictures I've seen of her.
yeah. I saw recently she had some new attachments.
She did, yeah. It looks
Yeah,
good on her, though. Yeah, she
yeah.
didn't go overboard, I don't think, on them. At least I don't think so.
I think I wish she was more natural. She had a beautiful lean physique, a great girl next door look to her. But maybe my guess it feels like it helps her, especially in placing. Also, this is from a man, Dame J says, I think Hunter may be the top four at the Tampa Pro, I believe. Okay, that's a good theory.
Yeah, I think
Also,
she
he
could
said,
win it, too.
yeah, could win
Yeah.
too, possibly. Also, Christina Mendoza doing Chicago Pro felt kind of early for me for her to do, and I think she should have did Tampa Pro this weekend or Atlanta. But this is
Mhm,
debate. I think she might do Atlanta because because I think they said there's a because I think the list is supposed to come out today,
mhm,
and then they have a deadline between today and Wednesday,
mhm,
because that's when the deadline ends for to get your paperwork in and to make the show. I was
mhm.
talking to a lady. She's going to go in there, find out during 30th. She's going to do masters, and and she might do open. And she asked me, "Do I know the list is out?" I said, "No, I know the list is out." I know some people ask me if some ladies ask me, "Do I know who's competing?" I'll give them a couple names that are confirmed, but the rest are mostly just guessing.
Mm.
Mhm. Also, we got here from a man, Damien says, I think Lavinia Barros will win the show. My predictions. Okay, that's another prediction. Also, a man, Damon, he's sticking in here. The man says, Amanda Machado, Christina Mendoza, Rena, and Lavinia all are best friends. Yeah, because,
That's
you know,
true.
yeah, two are Brazilians. One, I think, where is Rania from, David?
She's Israeli Palestinian, so she's got the really interesting mix there. Yeah, seems like she'd be
Wow.
fighting with each other, for
that's
their.
very, that's a very she has a very I think especially if she's doing women's bodybuilding. We talked about it before how she has a very exotic look to her.
Hmm.
Kind of like you look at someone like Mona Persilay, or you look
Hmm.
at Lavinia or a couple of ladies. I remember I did a live where I talk about how we can promote more of the more attractive women in the sport of
Hmm.
bodybuilding. Like you look at Chelsea Dion. I think Chelsea's going to be there, but she could do photo shoots.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can check. If you're a competitor, you want to do photo shoots, go check out Chelsea. That could be a future for her.
Uh-huh.
And I think with her, if she's doing bodybuilding, which is I honestly think where how her body is built, even though she might be a little bit smaller, just her shape is more geared towards that division than physique. Anybody else anything to say? I mean, it just well, we'll go on here to more. We got here from a man, Dan J. He says, I love Arenya. Is great in person. Cool lady. Yeah, I posted something about her and she
Yeah,
responded and she appreciated that.
she's really
Also, he
nice.
says, yeah, other than Hunter, Renya, and Lavinia, who else you think will be part of the list of competitors at Tampa Pro this weekend?
I'm
Well,
really not sure. I haven't heard from other ladies that are complaining to it. So, the list is going to be out this evening sometime, probably after 7 or so. So yeah, I'm really curious to see the list. So I'm not sure.
one person that who's been missing in action since she did her last show, that was the Triple O, is Mila Ash. And
Oh,
she done this,
you know,
yeah,
she's
yeah, because
qualified for
Mila,
Masters Olympia though too. I wonder if she's traveling to Tokyo.
she might do that because also Rashana Boswell's qualified because she was a champion from 2023. But
Hmm.
like I said, Mila, I remember she did an interview with uh Glenn over his female bodybuilding channel, and she said she made an announcement she was going to do Triple O, and then she said the next show was after that was going to be the New York Pro, but then we didn't see her in New York. Now she's been
Hmm.
posting some videos here and here, and it looks
It
like
looks good.
yeah, I think it's a little edited. One guy says that she edits a little bit some of the pictures much. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna mention who he is, Goop. He's always But it's possible if she's already qualified for Masters Olympia, and that could be her way into getting Olympia. But then
Mhm.
if she doesn't get it, which would be the next show for her?
Yeah, I that's a good question. I wonder, and you're right. She could be coming to Tampa too, but yeah, she's looking pretty good. She's looking smaller than usual. That's one thing that surprised me about her. But she's more conditioned too.
You think she might be going back to women's physique?
Ah, wow, that's a possibility. Yeah, maybe. She looks more like physique now, I think.
Yeah, it might be something she might because you know what she was told. I remember I interviewed Jada. You know when she made her switch, it was her and Mela were the ones that they were told it was at the Ultima Classic. They're both told to go up to women's bodybuilding. And you
Hmm.
know what happened with situation with Jada? She, didn't do too good, and then she went. Then she had a setback. Went back physique. Did pretty good in her last show in women's physique, and now she's doing wellness. And
Yeah, I like Jada.
I think one thing I felt like last year she, I think maybe last year she took a break because she did at least I think 4 shows. I know she did Chicago, did Tampa. She went to. Did she do the Rising Phoenix? I think she did.
Not can't remember.
I can't remember if she did. I don't know. I don't think she was invited. I thought she was. Yeah, I can
But she
check it
said,
out later.
she's going to wellness.
No, no, that was Jada.
Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say. She's like, she looks too,
Yeah,
she looks too
nah. I
big.
don't think.
Mhm.
I don't think Mela's gonna go to wellness.
Okay.
Her condition is just too, you know, beyond crazy for wellness. You know,
Yeah, I
I.
don't see her doing wellness. I like
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of Jada. I do hope that she'll compete again. Did she compete this year in wellness? I don't know.
No, no, she took a break this
Mm,
year because
mm,
last year she really jumped into it. I think she needed more time, and also she has her company, the Muscle Realm. So they're right now
mhm.
doing some stuff, putting things together. But I know one young lady who made her pro debut and got a pro card at Chicago, and that is, I believe, Fabiano. I
Mhm.
think possibly because I think she's from Florida. Possibly
Yeah, she
she
lives in
might.
Orlando, so she
Yeah,
could come to Tampa. Yeah, I hope she will. She's
yeah.
she's amazing. She's big.
Yeah, I think one thing. I think her shape kind of reminds me a bit of Lavinia. A lot of
Uh-huh.
muscle, good density, but just gotta not Lavinia. I mean Salika.
Oh,
Salika,
Salika, yeah.
yeah, a lot of
Uh-huh.
muscle, good density. Just gotta bring up the conditioning just a little bit better, especially in the back.
She's pretty short too,
Yeah,
Fabiana. Yeah. Uh-huh. But I like her look and she just seems like a really cool person too.
yeah,
And she just
yeah.
turned pro at Ms. International in Chicago, so that was kind of cool too.
Yeah, I know. I interviewed one of the ladies that was competing there. She was a client and a friend of Keith. Her name's Margie. Margie, there was only 3 of them, and and just here it go again, ladies. I'm telling y'all this. This show, the Miss International, is a great opportunity for anybody. Especially, I know the same
Mhm,
weekend they had the team collegiate. It was on the
mhm.
same weekend, but I would say this: if you look at that show and have so many, especially if you're a women's bodybuilder, there's not enough women in that's there for you and for your class. I would say go to the show, and especially if you live close to Chicago. I know a
Mhm.
lady she lives in Detroit, but she did show anyway. But she got a pro card. Congratulations! But that was in Universe, another show. We have here a guest here, my man. Shout out to my man KLA the Wanderer coming through.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, what's going on?
Mhm.
There you go.
Doing
You hear
good.
Like I
me?
said,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we can hear you. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay. How
yeah.
y'all
As we
doing?
know,
Good, good.
we're
How are
doing
you?
fine. Doing fine.
All right.
As we know, we've been talking about what's going on. For the upcoming Tampa Bay Pro. We have here a comment from my man Damon J. He said, "This says, is there a former Olympian athlete competing other than Hunter and Lavinia? There, she could hinder Rinya to being top 3. No
Yeah.
one yet. No one in women's bodybuilding. No one that we know of yet. I
Mhm.
think Hunter, Rinya, and Lavia right now are the confirmed. We will find something out when they post the list. And also, so again, the deadline for the list is today. Also, they have a extension for the 30th. You know, see from a man. He says, Damien says, Susan is great. Love her. One of the best abs in women's physique.
That's true. Yeah, she does. She got great abs. I think it's going to be better this year.
Yeah. Especially, she's working with Amanda, her boyfriend. I think they're gonna have clients there too, and not just Susan. Also, he's also says Susan is beautiful at the age of 45. She's drinking the fountain of youth her whole life cause she looks incredible. Yeah. Okay.
You mentioned that she has a good skin person. So like I think the dermatologist. So yeah, that I think maybe a little so that helps too, So but she does look amazing.
Yeah, it's just amazing. We got here my man Jason Simpkins coming through. Jason says, what's good, everyone? What's good, brother? Also, this is for a man, Damon, he says, my money is on Zamabenta to win the Tampa. I honestly I take you by your bet, brother. Because if you saw the video earlier of Zama, her physique is just crazy. I mean, her condition is just. I remember I took a video and I posted on my YouTube of her when she was at Tampa that last year, and she's walking out to the bus, and her shoulders were just crazy. I mean, you look at him and like, I'm wondering who is her massage therapist. I'll tell you, I'll pay you to give you a massage if you will let me. I mean, her body is it's a phenomenal body, especially mother of 2 kids and still doing the sport.
I think the FBBC guys, I think it was them that said she could be next Ms. Olympia, and I agree. I think Zama could pull that off, and she has a really great look. So yeah.
That's the thing is, how Sarah's been going strong for quite a long time, but it might happen, and it's just all depending on how Sarah and Natalia are going to look, because they're the 2 top ones. We got here a comment to her man Josh Simkins. He says, "Shout out to Aranya for winning her pro card. Thank you, brother." Also, shout out to man Damon J says Brooke Walker is taking a break. Yeah, she's taking a break. She might compete next year. Here's my brother, XA Gucci 23. Happy Monday, brother George and panel. Thank you, brother. Shout out to my man Josh. He says, Fabiana looks awesome. Yeah, just need to work on condition a little better. She comes a little tight in the back because the back can make or break how you do with these shows. Because also this is from Damon says, who's currently in the Masters Olympia campaign right now? I forgot. Well, it's a long list. It's a long.
No, it's he's talking about the champ, and it's Rashana.
Rashana's a champ. Yes, champ.
Yeah.
And I know last week was Doncelli's birthday. I know last time we talked to her. I don't think she's competing this year. I think she's taking a break, or she's not, or she might have officially retired. I don't know. I posted a birthday video for her. She liked it. I appreciate that. We used to talk a good bit, but I don't bother too much. I know she's focused on her life and doing what she got to do. This is fun, man. David J says in women's bodybuilding category.
I think he's referring to Rashana, Masters Olympia champ in women's bodybuilding. And it's Rashana Boswell.
Yeah, Rashana, I think, like I said, I had the pleasure of meeting her a few years ago when she was down here in North Carolina. She was doing a seminar for Glenn's Female Amazon, channel. And it was cool to meet her. I mean, that was the year she won the Puerto Rico Pro. That was the last year Puerto Rico Pro. She was the last champion. Amazing lady. She, her kids, I remember I put together a package for her. I brought it to her. And she said her kids love the toothbrushes. I think they probably are used up already, but they love them. Here we got here from a man, Sean McMillan. Welcome, brother, says, my prediction for Tampa Pro is Lavinia Barros is first, Hunter Hinter second, and Renya is third. Yeah. Also, which is from shout out to my man here. WJ says Fabiana definitely needs to work rigorously on her condition. Well, like I said, maybe she might not do this show. She might go like his thing is she might take the time and say, you know, maybe make my pro debut. You know, she already made a debut, or maybe do another show next year because you
Mhm.
know she might do that and feel like she might need work on conditioning. It's a process. We talk about this. We talk with me, you, David, and KL. We talk to these ladies and say it's a process. It's about time and working on things. But if she
Mhm.
feels like she wants to try, because this is in the backyard, she has to go clear across the country to do it. She might do it.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it'd be great to have her there.
Mhm. We got here a comment from a man, Josh Simke says, Zama back is insane. It's awesome.
Yeah, she's
I, I,
amazing.
I I mean, the lady, her physique is just, crazy. I mean, I honestly, again, even if Paula comes in her best condition, I honestly don't see how she's going to beat Zama.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
I
Zama's
mean,
tough.
yeah. And like I said, I think with Paula, she's still young. I think she's
Mhm.
still growing as a competitor. She was figure for a good while, and she made the switch last year. But she has a lot of potential to grow. Could she be a future Miss Olympia physique? Maybe. Like I said, she's still maybe if she spend the next another 5 years, and if people like if even Natalia or Sarah decided to call it quits, that's a
Mhm.
possibility. I posted a little video of her and her working out. Her she has some great set of quads. I
Yeah, she
mean,
does. She's amazing.
uh, I
Yeah.
mean, just killer. I think the picture of her, I think it was right after, I think, Imperial, where a friend of hers, she had like, like kind of batted like her leg like it was like a meal. And, she changed coaches. She was with Nasir Hyacinth, and now
Mhm.
she's with a new coach. I think it probably the switch might have helped her.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she does look really good. I didn't realize how tall she was. But she's, from Finland, and I think there's some tall girls over there in Scandinavian countries.
Yeah, I think someone was talking about how they met her. Who was the interviewer was watching? I think it was the interview with Donna, how she met her. They
Yeah.
realized how tall she was. And
Uh-huh.
those women are very from Finland to the Netherlands to Sweden, Switzerland. Those are statuesque goddesses.
Yes. Amazons for sure.
But one person I'm really excited about, this is the lady, is she's been on my channel, she's been a guest. I owe her so much for what she has done for me. And that is our dear friend, Miss Eunice Martinez Kitchen. She is going to be
Yeah.
competing, and she's going to be competing in the Masters. And also, she's going to run a booth.
Uh-huh.
And here she is. She sent me this a couple of days ago, and I put it in my social media. She tagged me, and just this woman, can you believe she's in her 60s? And look at her. I mean, wow.
She's been competing since the 80s. She's amazing. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
How old is she?
she turned. She's
How old is
about. I think she's at 60, or I think she's at 60 or about 60.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I can't
Wow.
remember either. 59 or 60, I think. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And she's and her and Bad Rap. They've been around for quite some time. They're gonna open a booth in in uh Tampa,
Uh-huh. That's
and
true.
it's great. We were talking about this about a few months ago. She told me about when she was talking to Tim Gardner, and said the booth. And
Mhm.
also, she's doing this. She's putting up $1,000 prize money towards women's bodybuilding.
Mhm. Yeah.
She has been
She's great.
truthfully.
She and
Go ahead.
JoJo and Bad Rap have helped sponsor some ladies for their travel to shows, as well as tan and makeup as well. And yeah, she's really great. She and JoJo have really helped a lot of ladies in the last couple of years now.
Yeah, she's been putting her money where her mouth is, where we really need
Mhm.
that in the sport of bodybuilding. Here,
Oh,
folks.
and people
Go
might
ahead.
not know that Bad Rap is an acronym too. It's
Yeah,
big and defined, ripped and pumped.
that's the acronym, man. But folks, while I'm here, I'm going to make a small announcement. I've been keeping this close to the vest because I was talking with Eunice about maybe a month or so ago, and she was telling me some stuff she's going through. She wants to really to really get bad up on the ground. She really want to help, especially when it's bodybuilding. And she was telling me how she's trying to get some competitors to come and help. Most of them, some busy and whatever else, yada yada, whatever. But I was thinking about this, and and I'm with my Doc Holiday, like I'm in my prime. I remember the part in the movie where after that shootout at the river, where Jumping Jack Creek was talking to Doc. Said, Doc, why are you doing this? Why you have to do this? You're almost on your deathbed. He said this. Wired Up is my friend. And then Jack said, well, I got plenty of friends, Doc. And Doc says, I don't. So Eunice, I'm going to post this later on my social media. I've been kind of keep it to the vest. Some people already know, and those who knows that I am. I am going to Tampa.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wish I could play that song. Yeah, because I'm going back to Tampa.
Oh,
Tampa. I'm going back to Tampa. I don't think
so.
so. Yeah, I get to see my man David in person quite a few
Yeah,
days
man.
who I've done interviews, and also me and David, we're gonna have to stick yacht, man. We have a thing here. We got a long talk
Got my
about
hand around your
this.
girl, man.
Yeah, I don't care about Whitney, but we'll have a long talk about that, David. I'm gonna hug you first, but then I'm gonna stomp on you.
Andrea's she's a beauty, I tell you, man. It's cool seeing her in person. Like, dang.
Yeah. But
Should have gave her a kiss, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Hey, don't give me no ideas. Don't give me no ideas.
Should
Be
have kissed
cool.
her,
Be
Dave.
cool. Be cool. Be
Gave her
cool.
a nice kiss.
Be cool.
Get a shot of that
cool.
too. It'd be George getting pretty mad. That would be.
I just,
Oh man.
I'm not the jealous type. I'm just sometimes, how it is with me. It's just the other part of me. It just comes out, and I just.
Nah, you don't know how to act. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh man.
But I'm not doing anything. I'm just right. Most of the time, I'm sitting in the house, other than go to the laundry shop. Well, I don't shop too much. I just order things from Walmart and it comes to the house. I don't really need unless I have to go pay a bill like the light bill or the rent. I don't really do anything. I'm here half the time. And like I said, I was gonna go maybe. Plan was I wasn't gonna go this year, but I was gonna go to Atlanta. And then the car my sister gave me problems. I was gonna get that fixed. Then I said, you know what? Fuck that car. It's the hell with it. It's been sitting there for almost a year or more. The guy hadn't really done anything with it. I call him so often. I say, I start calling my sister. Well, keep talking. I said, you know what? I'm done with it. It's technically still in her name. So you want to do something with it. So I'm thinking about maybe saving some money for a car next year. And I said, you know what? I got a few bucks. Not too expensive. I've already booked my motel. The plan was originally I was going to stay till Sunday, but because the train back, they shut down the line on that Sunday. I had to go, I believe, Saturday. So I'm going to be leaving Wednesday around 5 o'clock. Then I have to stop and wait for another transfer, and I should be there by Thursday afternoon. I've already bought my tickets for the Masters show. I'm gonna check it out because I want to support Eunice and some other ladies who are competing in the Masters. And also, I bought not the prejudging, I bought the finals ticket so I can see that. But I'm going to help Eunice with a booth, and stay for Bill Friday, that Saturday, and then head back home. Yeah, I should be back home by Sunday.
Yeah, you're going to be there for Friday. That's the most important day because that's women's open bodybuilding and physique. So that'll be a good one, I think.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it'd be great to see some of the ladies who I follow. I've been talking to some ladies. I've told them, yeah, I'm gonna come to Tampa. Some ladies who I've interviews with, like some ladies I follow on social media. I had somebody even told me that they already know them. Because I think I don't know, maybe they get some because of inklings I was making. I wasn't confirming anything, but someone already know that I might be going there. We have here some comments here, and I think people who's here dropping the comments. I appreciate support. I mean, you see, we have here from my man, shout out to my man, David J says, I hope Zama does win the Olympia title. Maybe she will. Maybe she will. It's all depending. Also, I actually would prefer Zama to surpass Sarah and Natalia to win the Olympia. title because I am a big fan, and she works hard to earn a title shot one day. Yeah, Also, she keeps saying this. He says, "Zama is the Miss Olympian athlete. There is no way Paula Ranta is beating Zama. We know that." Also, saw her man X Gucci 23 says, "Awesome, thank you, brother." Also, this is my man Damien says Paula has a bright future though, and eventually will be a top five Miss Olympia athlete. That's a possibility. Shout out
I
to my
think
man.
so.
Yeah, shout out to my man Joshua Simkins says, "Have fun in Tampa, bro." I will. I will have as much fun as I can. And also, this is from Damien says, "How tall is Paula? By the way, anyone know?" I think
No, I'm
maybe
not
about
sure.
could be close to maybe 5'8". Because yeah, think about it. She was no she if she was on the same stage with Anastasia and Tina, because those two are pretty. I know most definitely. I know Tina's like 5'10", Anastasia at least about 5'11".
Mhm.
So, and she was right beside Marika, and Marika got to be around about 5'5". So she got to be at least 5'8", maybe 5'8", 5'9", if that
Yeah,
tall.
that's probably
So
about right.
yeah, because I think with the taller women, it takes a lot more, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why she's not getting that much of that certain amount of size because she is taller. Because usually it's usually the ones who like between 5'5" to 5'4" who usually can put on a good amount of muscle, or a little bit shorter. Like you look at someone like person I'm gonna bring up is Michaela. Michaela's 4'11". She's not even 5 feet tall, and
Yeah.
her physique's just crazy. Conditioning, her size, especially how short she is. I think KL did a video about a lady who's like 4'9", and
Oh,
what's her name again? KL, you did a video about her.
Um, Alexandria Birkinson,
Like,
if I'm saying it right. But her IG is Alex B IFBB Pro. Go to
let me see.
Instagram Alex B IFBB Pro.
But give me a second. I will bring her up.
Yeah.
Let's
you know
see.
who else is
Because
tiny like that? Is there pretty competitive though? Is Trish Wood? Trish Wood is tiny like that too.
I
She's
think Trish, yeah, I think Trish is like about about 5 feet.
I think she's
About
under
that
five
height.
actually.
Yeah, I know. There's another girl who's competing in the show. Who's competing? Kim. I can't say her name right.
Oh,
Blah, blah,
like
blah.
Golublevsky or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah, and I think she's about that height because I was talking to her. She posted that she's going to be going to there. I think she's going to do maybe Open and Masters, or I'm not sure specifically,
Mhm.
but she might be doing that. Well, I just pulled up. It's her name is Alex Blankenship,
Yeah, blank.
and yeah, and she turned pro. I think last year, year before last, at the Teen Collegiate show, and not certain about if she's going to make her pro debut, but she's kind of look like she's a mighty might. I mean,
Yeah.
I think yeah, she's. I just reached out to her because I saw Kia's video. I said, you know what, let me check her out, and I reached out
Oh,
to
she
her.
looks good.
Yeah, and I
Oh, she's
think
so tiny though.
yeah, she has
Yeah.
that very nice, small, very feminine look to her. You see, you got the
Yeah.
double the ponytails.
Yeah, I
I
like the
think
legs. That's what I
yeah,
like.
yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah.
know who
She
else
came out.
is
Go
tiny
ahead.
like her and is competing in Tampa is Carla Torres, that Mexican girl. That girl is amazing too. But
Yeah,
actually, yeah, I forgot that she's confirmed for Tampa as well. But she's doing women's physique.
yeah. 'Cause I know she did Chicago just a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking with her, and because one thing was she doesn't speak English, so you
Yeah.
have
Oh, that's
to
her. Yeah.
you have to talk to her through I think Google Translation.
Yeah.
That girl's
And
amazing. Yeah, she's really made her mark. I think this is her pro debut year, at least in women's physique.
well, actually, she did a show in Brazil.
Oh, did she?
And
Oh, okay.
yeah, that show in Brazil. where Silva won her qualification for the Olympia,
Oh, Nana
and
Silva.
she was
Yeah.
she was top 5 at that show, and then she did second in Toronto, and did third at Imperial, and then she did the Chicago Pro where she was like down to the 15. And I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
girl is amazing.
yeah, I mean, I think she kind of reminds me. If y'all two guys can guess with me, you remember Claude Gamond.
Who's that?
Claude Gamond.
Oh, Colette.
Yeah, Colette.
Oh, I
Correct.
see. Yeah, yeah. She is kind of similar. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, the curly hair, the side, the height, her quads, the thickness. I see. She kind of reminds me of Claudia. Gamond. I mean,
Uh-huh.
she got a
Yeah,
smaller waist.
I can see
You
that.
know, because
Uh-huh.
she had, her quads are crazy. Because she was at one point she was wellness for a while, and she switched over to women's physique. I think a couple of years ago, and that's she got her pro card.
Yeah, she's looks really good.
Yeah, and Rania is the same woman like that. She was also wellness, and she switched over
Mhm.
to women's physique. You know, and I think like see here she is on stage. You have her. You got to think about it. Here, there goes Paula right there. Paula's really tall, and you have
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked out of place
Natalie.
too. Like,
Yeah, Natalie Way Wolf here. Yeah,
Harley does look
yeah,
tiny there compared to the rest of them. Yeah.
yeah. I'm wondering. I think Marika's gonna be doing either Atlanta or probably. Well, she has a choice of two because they're gonna be on the same. I think Atlanta and Texas are gonna be on the same. No, Texas and Tupelo are gonna be on the same day, and that's the 9th, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
You know,
So
one
I
woman who I think is going to look good in Tampa and hasn't been talked a lot about, but I really like her is Taylor Araji. Have you seen her?
Yeah, because I think you interviewed a while back. Taylor, she actually she turned he got a pro card at the
Is international,
Mr.
I think.
International. Wait a minute, I think I got the wrong Taylor because there's a
Oh,
couple of
wrong one.
Taylors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Here you see. IRG. What's it? How you spell it? Raggy.
Oh, it's AIRAGGI.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
got it
that's it.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
and and she did a couple of shows in women's bodybuilding. She made a debut in Tampa in 2023, and then she was because she won the title, being she was the only lady there. Because in that same year, that I remember Hannah Hussein was going to do that show, but she dropped out,
Uh-huh.
and Taylor was the only one. She got a pro card,
Yeah.
and she was doing she did physique before, and she was doing you know wellness, but then she decided to switch over to women's bodybuilding when she got a pro card, and and you did an interview with her, and and
Yeah.
this is gonna be her. I think she took the year off because changed her look. She went back to blonde. Crazy abdominals.
Yeah.
I
She's
think she can
competing
do.
in women's physique in Tampa, and I think she'll do well. I think she's got great potential.
Yeah, she's kind of like people like Paula or some of the other girls. She's like I think she's in her 30s. No, or she's in her 20s.
She's I think she might have just turned 30. I think. Yeah.
So yeah, she has that potential to grow, over time. Work on her training. I forget who was the coach, David.
Um I think Justin Jacoby.
Is that the same guy I used to work with? Emily Schubert, I think.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. We ain't hear much from Emily lately. Is she's been kind of quiet.
From Emily?
Yeah.
She's had some health issues and a lot of she talked about like chronic pain. Yeah, she's I don't think she's doing too well, unfortunately.
I feel bad. This is tough because just a few days ago, I said somebody sent me a thing. We had a young lady who passed away, and she was a fitness competitor from Brazil. She died of a heart attack, and I think she might have been her very young, I think in her 30s. And
Yeah.
it's crazy how bodybuilding is a very tough sport, especially for these women. It's a lot of health risks and issues, but I think sometimes it's about using smart training procedures and also staying away from specific certain kind of anti drugs that really can affect you as a
Mhm.
competitor. you know. But we a dear friend, Miss Strauss has to leave. Says, "Hey gentlemen, I don't want to interrupt the conversation, but I have to go now. It was great chatting with everyone. Have fun at Tampa Pro Show, and I'll see you guys at the next round table. I appreciate it. Thank you,
Cool.
Cole, for
Thank you.
coming through and supporting us. Best of luck in her upcoming show. So, but
I've
still,
actually got it. I got to get going too. I'm sorry. I got to get. So, but it's good talking with you,
that's
and I look forward to meeting you in person. So, yeah.
I'm excited about that too, brother. I can't wait.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's going to be a great show, and Tampa is just always an excellent show. I'm really lucky to have it here in my backyard. Basically. So,
Yeah, I think it's one of the I think it's like you live in Tampa, and there's a show in the I think it's in Fort Lauderdale, that's the Atlantic coast.
that's a good one
And
too.
yeah, maybe if there always might be, I might go check it out, or just go tell the hell to check it out. I don't know. I mean, thinking about it, I'm thinking about maybe go to another show next year, but it has to be the right show. It's most definitely has to win. Here's my thing: it has to have Win Fighting, but I'm hoping maybe next year to have Texas will have it.
Yeah. What was the last show you've been to, George?
It's that picture where I put in that was me and Alita Popa. That was in Savannah back in 2022.
Oh, it's been a
And
few years.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a few years. I actually remember I missed my train ride back.
Oh shit.
But I'm lucky for me, my oldest niece, she lived in Atlanta. So she come a couple hours away, take her old uncle back home. She used to drive. Sometimes I saw her a couple weeks ago. She's down here. She'd drive down here. I think she's thinking about moving to South Carolina to be a little closer. But it was a
Oh,
nice
cool.
ride. We talked, we enjoyed stuff. It was like a good 4 or 5 hour drive. And it was here. But this time I'm gonna try to catch my train. I don't want to miss it because I don't
Better catch it.
there's nobody gonna be. I don't know if I want anybody gonna drive all the way to Tampa to get my fat black ass. But
That's a long trip. Yeah.
but I know the train will go back to about 4 that afternoon. So I probably come to the show for a little bit, just hang out with units for a bit and then head back out.
Sure. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I better get. Good seeing y'all. Oop, there's my
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. Great seeing
Take
you too,
care. Good
brother.
to see
Thank you.
y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Shout out to man
Bye,
David.
listeners.
Yeah. Me and him, we're gonna have a little toss over about my girl. I've been waiting to put a whooping on him. Shout out to you too, my man Demon J.
Okay.
He says this. He says he was just taking a picture with Andrea, Natalia, Sydney, and Whitney George. Relax. Hey, no, no, no. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Tell us then.
He
Tell
just,
us
he,
then.
I just love her. She's so beautiful. She's so
Man.
amazing. I, I just thank you, Andrea. I think you're so beautiful.
Is she going to the show?
No, I think she's going to be doing a seminar that day. I think that week. I think it's going to be the 30th, 31st. So she won't be able to make it. I mean, it'll be great to see her. But there's some other ladies. Like I said again, I know Chelsea Dion's going to be there doing photo session. I might see her. If I get to say hello to her, that's cool. Because I remember me, David, and the Female Body Channel and Asha Hadley did a little roundtable discussion a couple years back, and that was for the Vancouver Owl show, and it'd be great to see her in person. I was talking with Anastasia Ryder, and she's going to be there, but she's going to be there not competing, but she has clients there. I said, "Good, say hello to you," and a couple of ladies I know competing there. I don't want to tell them. I'm going to post it. The picture I put in, I'm going to post it after I'm done in my IG, and I got a little video I'm going to post. I'll post that tomorrow. But I got some equipment stuff. I got this. I got some little microphones.
Okay.
I got a camera. It does video, but the problem is the video comes into AVI. So probably AVI had to switch it over to MP4, and and I just say, you know what, I just use my
Why
kit, my
Tampa? Why Tampa? Why Tampa? If you
well
mind me
because of
asking.
you, because of Eunice, because we were talking.
Mm,
And she was telling me how she was trying to get some people to come down. We were talking to some ladies that she sponsored. Some ladies couldn't make it, and I just saw, you know what, you know, I'm not doing anything. I got a few bucks laid away, and just enough just to pay for my ticket, and then and like just because, like I said, for Eunice, really, truthfully, and just opportunity also to go down there and to just to do something out of my comfort zone, do
okay.
something different, like I see you and David, you going to the shows, and I say, you know what, I should here where I live in North Carolina, there's not really any shows. I don't think, not even too many amateur shows, and they're out of my way.
Yeah.
I don't have a car like I used to, so I'm not the type of person I can drive. I don't think I want to drive that long way. I was thinking about taking the bus, but the bus takes a little longer, and a train would be better because
I was thinking
because
about
you
going to an OCB show. Well, they got one